So the first problem is reduce the block diagram as shown in below figure and find C by R. So this is the block diagram is given. In this block diagram, R is the input and C is the output. So G1, G2, G3 are the gains. H is the feedback gain. Remember, H is the feedback gain because it is opposite or negative feedback. So first, how to solve this problem is first identify the diagram or observe the diagram clearly. If you observe the diagram, this is one branch point, this is one branch point. There are two branch points. If suppose if you want take these two as a series, there is a branch point is some obstacle. If suppose here summing point and branch point, this is the summing point and branch point, it should not be side by side. Summing point and branch point, it should not be side by side. That is one rule. And if you want to apply the series between these two G1, G2, there is a branch point obstacle. We need to remove it or we need to take off this. So my first assumption is we need to take off this branch point after the block. So here arrow mark will be given like this. That means this branch point is shifting after this G1. If I shift this branch point after this one, then we'll get some freely available. Then we can do any miracle, we can do any modification. So first my step is the branch point is shifting or moving, shifting after the block G1. So already I told you in the rules, if the branch point is shifting after the block, you can add 1 by G to the branch point. 1 by G to the branch point. That means you can add 1 by G1 to the branch point. According to the rule number 3, I am going to write 1 by G1 to the branch point. So if you shifting, what is the resultant block diagram? For each and every step, you need to draw the resultant diagram. So for the resultant diagram also, I am going to draw. So plus minus. Here is input is R as it is. Here feedback is as it is. So here there is no branch point right now. It is shifted Z1. So here it is H1 like this. Here it is G2. Here it is summing points. One is plus. Here output C. So now this branch point is as it is. This branch point is shifted like this. So therefore here it is started. Whatever the branch point is shifted from this before G1 to after G1, that branch point is started. So while starting the branch point, what should be added? 1 by G1. So therefore here I can add 1 by G1 to the branch point. So this is the branch point only. To the branch point I am adding 1 by G1. Actually G3 was there. So G3 as it is, you can write it. So then this will be given here. This will be given here. So this is the first step or primary step I am going to do. Then coming to the second step. If you do the second step, these two are in series. Now these two are in series. Right? Already in the very first law. The first law is if G1, G2 are in connected in series. If G1, G2 are in connected in series, what is the result? G1 and G2. Like that, these two are in series, one case. And if you look this block diagram, this will be rule number 10. So what is the rule number 10? Elimination of the negative feedback. So this is nothing but elimination of negative feedback. This is the rule number 10. So if you go for the rule number 10 diagram, just this is the rule number 10. So GH output summing point. So same thing I'm going I've framed. Then this is series. Two blocks are connected in series. Two blocks are connected in series. See, look here, how much problem is simple. Just if you shift the branch point before the block G1 to the after the block G1, automatically the problem will be clear cut idea, because this is elimination of negative feedback and this is G to G, the series connections. So if you are doing series connections, that is 1 by G1 and G3 are in series, the resultant should be written as G3 into 1 by Z1 Therefore, it may written as G3 by G1. So instead of this, you can write G3 by G1 directly. G3 by G1 directly. Now coming to the loop, this is a negative feedback loop. So for the negative feedback loop, already I gave the formula, elimination of negative feedback equals to G by 1 plus GH. Okay, for the elimination of negative feedback, the formula is G by GH. So like that, if you write this feedback can be eliminated if negative feedback will be eliminated, or elimination of negative feedback will be given as G1 by 1 plus G1 into H. So instead of this block, I'm going to write G1 by 1 plus G1 into H. Instead of this, I'm going to write G3 by G1. So if I'm going to write everything, or if I'm going to change everything, the resultant block diagram will be written as guys, give me a second. Shares are completed. Yeah. So if I'm changing this block with respect to this feedback elements, and this cascade block will be represented with this element, then the resultant block can be written as, here input is R, the negative feedback will be eliminated, so therefore it may written as G1 by 1 plus GH. Okay, G1, the entire this block I'm going to write G1 by 1 plus GH. Then instead of this, I'm going to write G3 by Z1. So here it is G2 is as well. So instead of this, I'm going to write G3 by G1. Here there is a summing point. Both will be pluses. The resultant here is C. So now if you look at here, now one more simplification is needed is, here if you look at here, these two will be parallel. So this entire thing will be parallel, because why it is parallel is, the output of this is connected to the summing point, and this output of this is connected to summing point, and these two will be connected to same point. That's why it is parallel. So what is the meaning of parallel? So parallel means if you have two resistors, the starting ends of the two resistors and ending ends of the two resistors will be connected together. That is called parallel. In a similar fashion here, this G2 block is started here, and the G3 by G1 also started here, and both will be ended at the summing point. So it should be, what is that? It should be a parallel connection. It should be a parallel connection. If it is parallel, we know that parallel formula. So if these two will be parallel, like G2 and G3 by G1 are in parallel, so that the resultant will be G2 plus G3 by G1. G2 plus G3 by G1. That is the resultant. Now, if you incorporate this instead of this block, the resultant will be written as, here the feedback loop is common, that is G1 by 1 plus G1 into H. The input is R. Here the entire resultant can be written as G2 plus G3 by Z1. Here summing point is eliminated because this will be parallel only. C. So now if you look at again the final diagram, this final diagram will indicate that two blocks are cascaded. So this indicates that two blocks are series. If two blocks are series, what is the resultant? Multiplication of this. The resultant will be multiplication of this. That means how it is going to, multiplication means C by R. So finally we are going to get the transfer function C by R equals to output by input. Output is C, in input is R. Or otherwise simply the output can be written as R into Z1 by 1 plus Z1 into H, G2 plus G3 by Z1. So already we know that phenomena. The output of the block can be defined as product of input and block of the gains. So therefore I'm going to multiply. So finally we'll get C by R equals to, this is the total scenario. Okay, what is the scenario? G1 by 1 plus G1H into, if you take the LCM here, G1 G2 plus G3 by G1. G1 G2 plus G3 by G1. So this is the output. So here G1 G1 cancel, G1 G1 cancel. Finally, we get output is transfer function C by R equals to G1 G2 plus G3 by 1 plus G1 into H. So this is the transfer function from the given block diagram.